SAS members and coalition, thank you so much for tapping into this next video where we'll hear from a local author about her book, some of the issues that we need to be aware of, and then call to action of what we can do in our local area to create a safer, more holistic and healthier place for not only us, but our ecosystem. So Frédérique, I'll turn it over to you.
Hey, hi everybody. I'm Frédérique Lavoipierre. Just a little bit about me. I have loved insects and plants all my life. And when I started seriously gardening, I looked into organic gardening books and how do I control these insect populations? And I was really horrified to learn that I was being advised to use organic poisons to kill insects, that it was still thought that that's kind of what you want to do. And I didn't want to kill insects. And I have spent my life studying the ecology of the garden. And it's what I went to school for. And I have taught and written about it. This is my work in life. And I finally have compiled a lot of articles of mine into a book called Garden Allies: The Insects, Birds, and Other Animals That Keep Your Garden Beautiful and Thriving. So it's not just insects there. And I really like having a food web approach, and the idea that you really don't need pesticides at all if you choose your plants well and you design your garden well. And so that's what I would like everybody to do. Reduce your pesticides. And if you aren't sure how to do that, my book will lead you through.
And I read before, it's kind of like this predator-prey situation, right? In your garden, that's what you mean by being thoughtful about what plants and different things that you plant in your garden?
Yeah, so one of the things, I'm not always entirely successful with this, but I have tried to eliminate the words beneficial and pest from my vocabulary. You know, these things are really not beneficial or pest. There's prey, there's predators, everything is food for something else. So when you factor in the decomposers and the bacteria and the plants and birds, then everything has its place in your garden ecosystem. And sometimes we get an imbalance from things that have been introduced from elsewhere. But, you know, generally speaking, gardeners I know who plant their gardens and design them for diversity don't seem to have a whole lot of issues with pests, you know, or you can be very targeted in your efforts.
Awesome. So it sounds like if we all want to have thriving gardens and healthy ecosystems where we're not spending a ton of time weeding or buying toxic products, we should
Right.
buy the book and learn how to create a more diverse garden that takes care of itself. As you said, you know, something is food for something else. There's no waste.
Right. Right. And so that is what I would like people to do, whether they get my book or not. There's a lot of information out there. One of my personal heroes is Doug Tallamy, who wrote a book called Bringing Nature Home and made a very strong case for why we need insects that eat our plants. And I thought that was very brave, and it's become more of a thing, you know, instead of just pollinator gardens, we're starting to see insectary gardens. You can't have butterflies without caterpillars.
Oh, I love that. And I think that's actually the perfect way to wrap up, is just to remind ourselves that you can't have beauty without really everything. Everything
Right.
creates beauty. So you can't have butterflies without caterpillars. I love that. Thank you so much for your update. We can't wait to read your book. And to our SAS members, please go out and check out Garden Allies. And thank you for your time today.
Okay, thank you.